Ay, 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 ay. I'm on the worries. I'm on the trouble. Yeah, man, it's like Vernon Money Worries Me Tones, man. Original. I want to big up the Dubs PON DUBS show with Father Arno of Jahcage Sound and DJ Nash of Problematix Sound. Tune in to the show with 100 facts. And a special shout out to our number one member, number one fan, Miss Andrea. I hope you get better soon. And it goes someone. I have heard on me too and I endorse this. See me? Check it out. Oi, oi. Too much madness upon the land. Ajaja. Yeah, man. Remember, you know, Dubs PON DUBS. Sure. Check it out.
Well, this is Cultural Roots alongside Jahcage Sound, original rude boy sound for years and decade. Father Arno, Big O and Master T. Well, you know when Jahcage Sound come round, all other sound pack up and go put down. But when you see Jahcage Sound string up, sound boy, don't push your luck. If you no know, let me tell you, sound man, if you can't hear, you will feel. Tonight in this dance is murder, and Jahcage not making no deal. So now go dead and ya. Dubplate's too heavy. Your sound not go bury for free. So now go dead and ya. Dubplate's too heavy. You sound not go bury for free.
Jahcage rule now. I say rule the Lord. Jahcage rule now. Some boy if you try to test Jahcage Sound, he will surely kill you. Some boy no matter what tune you play, you're gonna die right here now. Jahcage is like a thunder, and him will crush your sound in pieces. Jahcage is like a thunder, and him will surely destroy your sound. So never you try to test Jahcage Sound, someone, 'cause there won't be no peace in the dance. And I say, never you try to test Jahcage Sound. I tell you now, if you burn up any jumping, and it's no joke about it. Hey, I want to pack up your frying pan and run away before it's too late. Sound boy, pack up your jump pan and run away before it's too late now.
Oh, yeah. Them sound boy there. Got to know yourself in this your clash. Son boy, you got to mind. Jahcage are the champion son, you never know. Jahcage are the champion son in any dance, in every dance. Just look how the people them a jump and move. Look how the people them a move them body in this a dance. In this a dance, Jahcage. In this a dance, the champion sound. In this a dance. I agree. Yes, for the juggling, Jahcage. Lord of mercy, hey, Jahcage. In a juggling, in a hustling, hey. All the masses, all the herbalists, Jahcage, the champion sound is coming true. Hey,
For this a Jahcage in the urban hustling, bright and early in the morning. The urban is a urban hustling. I know Sergeant Brown is waiting. Jahcage in the urban hustling. I know that's my neck I'm risking. I said Jahcage in the urban hustling. But you see that's my daily living.
Jahcage sound, killing the jump and sound, them on the ground, ah yes. It's a long time to Jahcage out to dance and look it. Come on, hear some jumping sound, say them a mash it. It's a long time Jahcage out to dance and look it. Come on, hear some jumping sound, say them a mash it. But I kill Jahcage sound and come for kill it. Mr. Honor come for rum it. And I boom the Jahcage, him come for booming him. And I kill Mr. Honor, come for kill it. It's a long time now hear the cage in the dance. Oh, we were giving little jump and sound to change. Long time now hear Jahcage in the dance. We always kill them sounds and put them in a chant. Jahcage sound and things. Killing the jump and sound. Them on the drum. Oh, yes.
Jahcage, I go kill them now. Hey. We are gonna murder sound now. Jahcage, I go kill them now. Before it's get too late. A lot of sound, yes, they won't come play with. But tell the sound to wait. And the reason why they wanna test us badly, because they know we are the champion and we play tunes with quality. Tell them Jahcage will never die, no matter how they try. Jahcage will never die. Tonight we kill a sound guy. Tell them Jahcage will never die, no matter what they play. Jahcage will never die. Someone just run away.
Sound boy, you're running. Jahcage sound is playing. I never let him let Mr. Reality. Sound boy, you dead already, maybe. Might be, could it be? Sound boy, you're going to the cemetery. Sound boy, I tell you, say you're dead already. Oh yeah, maybe, might be, could it be? Sound boy, you're going to the cemetery. Sound boy, you kill you with reality. Oh yeah. You're gonna run till you can't run no more. Jahcage sound is getting stronger than before. Father Arno is the body selector. Tonight we are gonna chance the murder. Maybe, could it be? Some boy you're going to the cemetery. Jahcage I gonna kill you with reality.
Giving honor to the King of Kings. Jahcage is the champion sound in the ring. No sound on this earth can test Jahcage sound. No. Cause every time they play, they'll get kicked down. Ooh. And if a selfish sound boy try to challenge Jahcage in the ring. Now we'll lose the time to give them a thing. I just worries. Come to rule ya. The number one sound in the ring of Jahcage thing. Jahcage sound a king. Worries. Come to rule ya. You know that Jahcage sound is the Dubplate king. Yeah.
High grade in my brain. Jahcage, I light up the chalice and burn it. High grade, some high grade in my brain. From down a always for life. Oh, oh, smoke the weed, smoke the weed, smoke the weed, oh, smoke the seed, smoke the weed, smoke the weed, lift it up one more time. Smoke the weed, Jahcage smoke the weed, smoke the weed, blend the weed, I shoot it up, I get in my brain, I need.
Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy, Jahcage Sound, Lord of mercy, original sound, Lord of mercy. I'm on Sammy dreadlocks, oh gosh, bad boy a fire M16, policeman a fire AK-47, but Jahcage Sound, he might kill some boy, oh gosh. Bad boy a fire M16, policeman a fire AK-47, but Jahcage Sound, we a murder some boy, we murder them now, and we murder them again. Oh gosh, don't deal with badness some boy, deal with youths and right, the deal with youths and right, in a Jahcage Sound.
Hey, this is Problematix, the champion sound leading sound. No sound can test Problematix. Hey, big up DJ Nash, Raleigh, big up Piper and Scorpion. Hey, big up Trinidad, Glenn Wicks. Let's up. Him. Whoa, yeah, Problematic. Sound boy, you sound funny, but you just can't stand the pain. You'll be leaving here tomorrow. I know you've done all you can, but you just can't get Problematic Sound. No, I said it's easy. Problematics kill you in the morning sound. I said it's easy. Problematics kill you in the morning.
Yes, dance fans. This is Otis Gill from Studio One, digging up Problematix Sounds. Selector DJ Nash, Raj and Raleigh from Trinidad. Oh God, boy, a big sound. This is your fork in the road. Your sound's last episode, and there's nowhere to go. Oh no, you made a choice, but now it's the cemetery. Oh, bow gracefully, because we hold the key. Yeah, if ever you diss me, we kill your sound. If ever you test me, we kill your sound. If ever you play with Problematics, kill your sound.
Come on, man, let's listen. Problematics. My name's Sister Ernest. If I were a carpenter and you were a soul boy, I would build a coffin for you. Problematic kill you. We are the number one. Problematics kill you as much as we can. You don't got no Dubplate. Sound boy, you're late. Problematics is number one, and we love you to kill your sound boy. You can't play Problematics. I am a carpenter, and you're an old fine sound. You don't want to come around. Problematic will kill. Baba and the sister.
Sound boys don't want problematics around. Oh no, them sound boys got something they want to hide. Problematics just take them for a clown and send them sound boys for a ride, telling them that to experience to be beaten in a fight. Problematics can draw Dubplate day and night to experience to be beaten in a clash. Problematics just turn them all into trash.
Problematics, killing a jump and sound tonight. Sound boy, never get away too soon. I can't imagine anything that's better to kill a sound boy. Problematics, him a the master. There ain't no sound that's better than Problematics.
Ooh, Problematics in the place. No doubt now ways. Hey. Go down, sound boy. It's time to face your judgment. Tonight you gonna die, sound boy. Problematics I go kill you with Dubplate. No matter where you go, no matter where you hide, tonight you gonna die. Leave out of the dance before midnight. You're gonna lose your life. Tonight you die. All the Dubplate we have to throw on you. Tonight you'll die. You a guy, you a spy. You tell too much lie.
Problematics. Him a can't speaking. Him a can't speaking. Problematics. Him a superstar. Everywhere that him play in that dance hall, jump and sound come and jump and sound go. Problematics, a star of the show. Problematics, him on the go. Problematics, him start the show.
In every sound clash, the stakes are high. A sound boy will get hurt. Yes, must get hurt. Problematic taking over. Sound boy, you better go. And we don't care if you get killed in the process. We're now running the show. Problematic taking over. Sound boy, you've got to go. And we don't care if you get killed in the process. This is a one sound show.
This is really Scratch Perry ever ready. I don't want no problem. I'll do a nice problem sound system. Problematic problem solver. Janash, Jaween, Sister Wendy, Jarasta Joe. Deal with it and crumblism and schism. You see the soda, why you shall reap? You got to creep before you walk. And you got to cool like a baby before you talk. What you give, you shall get. But you don't hear nothing yet. And you don't see nothing yet. Problems and problems conqueror. And the seed you sow, that's what shall grow. The moon so high, I feel so good in my neighborhood. I feel so good, smoking marijuana. Here I am again, wake up and turn me loose. Kaya, kaya. Jaya, jaya. Kaya, yeah, yeah.
Well, I say Problematix, the problem solver. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 20th episode of Dubs PON DUBS. My name is Father Arno, representing Jahcage Sound, and as always, I'm here with my partner in crime, DJ Nash from the mighty Problematix Sound. Say what, my brother?
Hey, big up yourself, Arno. Yeah, DJ Nash from Problematix here. I want to welcome one and all to episode 20, Dubs PON DUBS.
Yeah, man, 20 episodes already. Rasclad. And people, for this episode of Dubs PON DUBS, we again have a very, very special guest. And when we say special on Dubs PON DUBS, we mean special, right?
Yeah, man.
We're all the way from Europe, Italy to precise. We welcome the Northern Light Sound here on Dubs PON DUBS.
Yep. Yeah, DJ Dezo. Michelle, big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
What's up? Jahcage Sound Problematix. Thanks in the Dubs PON DUBS. 20 episode already.
Yeah,
Rasclad, you know.
That's an achievement, guys.
That's a shot.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on that. And thanks for having us.
Manners and respect. So, Michelle at DJ Deso, thank you for being our guest tonight. We are going to talk about your history, the history of Northern Light Sound, Sound Clash in Italy, Sound Clash in Europe, Sound Clash all over the world, and of course a lot of more things. But before we do that, please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Well, okay. This is the voice of Northern Light Sound. Go by the name of Fayaed. On my left side, I have my blood brethren, which means same mother, same father, DJ Dezo.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, man. On my right side, I have Michelle. I guess I have no words to spend on Michelle. So yeah, this is actually Northern Lights second generation and first generation.
Wicked.
I'm the only one left from the foundation members.
So we're going to talk about that. So we're going to start with the first question, actually, because that's a great introduction. So let's take it back to our viewers where it all began. In which year was Northern Light Sound System founded, and who were the original members on the sound, and what was their role?
Okay, well, Northern Light started back in the year 1999, and yeah, back in the days, the sound was founded by Michelle, Terry B, Skunky D, Mr. B, and Pan Selecta, and it was like, yeah, that's it. The founding members, those were the founding members, and back in the days, they started like, I guess in the very first days, they already had like a place where to play and where people used to go already for some, reggae DJ set, but well, actually, I would say not in the way we consider sound system culture, So they started to introduce this way of, playing sound, stringing up the sound, and from that day everything started, because actually it was the only sound system in a huge area. Let's say going from Trieste to Padova, I would say. For all those who are not familiar with Italy, it means like 300 kilometers area. It was the only real sound system playing the sound system way. And when we say that, we mean going from, the early days to the latest hardcore dancehall. That's the main, difference from what was the topic and the music played by the reggae DJs back then, because we had already reggae DJs back then. That Rototom was already like, I would say at the 6th or 7th edition. So reggae was kind of popular in our area, but there was not a sound system playing it on a regular basis. You only had festival in the summertime. So basically, that's the starting point for Northern Lights. From those early days till now, the evolution is like huge. And I would say I won't touch any other step until you ask, because I mean the story is a huge story. I don't want to,
Yeah, man, we are going to hear it
boring
all
and stuff.
tonight.
So deliver
That's what
to
we're
the
here for. It. Yeah, man, for real. So, growing up in Italy in the 80s and 90s, like how can we imagine like your first contact with Jamaican music and sound system culture, and what were like some of the early sounds that really left an impression on you?
Well,
Okay,
I guess
Michelle.
everyone has a different story, of course.
Yeah.
My story is about a program on the BBC radio in London, and I used to listen this radio when I was living with my parents. So I found this Buju Banton, and then I fall in love with this music. I start my research on what this is music was about. I mean, so that's my story. I was about 14 years, and my first song was "Love Me Browning." So this is my story.
Guess the year. We will be a gentleman. We would not mention the year. Just guess the year, okay? When it comes to me and Dezo actually used to be an hip hop DJ back in the middle of early 90s, right? So just, you know what, Dezo, tell your story for once in a while. Come
basically, I was playing music from the early.
Get a little bit closer to the microphone, please.
Yeah, sure. I was playing music as a hip hop DJ from the early 90s, and I get in touch with DJs like Shabba, Mad Lion, and things like that on the golden age hip hop side, let's say. Then, since we have the excuse to have the Sunsplash into the summer in this area, we get in touch in the late 90s to the DJs like Burro Banton, like Buju, etc. And that's basically how we get in touch. And then we saw Northern Lights in the late 90s, and it was a story that started since in 2006 me and Firehead become part of the crew.
But I would say that back in the days, if you wanted to hear, as I said, reggae and dancehall played in a sound system where you only had to go outside our area. You have to reach Milano, you have to go Bologna, you have to go Rome, you have to go in South Italy, Salento. And back in those days, I would say the most popular sounds in our environment were Bassfimas from Milano, Godzilla from Bologna, yeah man, Caliweed from Bologna.
Yeah man, big up Caliweed for real.
Yeah man, One Love High Power from Rome, of course. Then the Sud Sound System, of course.
Yeah.
Yep. And then, well, actually, the name I mentioned, me and DJ Dezo, we were just, Northern Lights fan back then. We were into hip hop, but our first contact with this way of playing stuff was Northern Lights. Northern Lights introduced us to Bassfimas, Caliweed, Godzilla. I would say Black Card from Luca. I would say, again, Paulino Modi, but DJ Madkid was part of Caliweed back then. And Ishens, of course. Actually, Northern Lights and Iceland started almost at the same, years. So we kind of grow together. We experience a lot of stuff together. So yeah, those were the references back then,
And that were some heavy names that you mentioned already. Yeah, man, for real. So before we move to the next question, let's pick up all the Italian fraternity for real. Like, there's so many great sounds from Italy. The sounds that you mentioned, Caliweed, and we have Heavy Hammer, Shanti Crew, all heap of sounds from Italy. So yeah, man, big up the Italian fraternity for real. So just for us to understand that, Northern Light built an actual sound system.
Yep. Well, actually, we didn't build ourselves. It wasn't handmade, but Northern Lights managed, like I would say, in the first.
Was engineered by Mr. B and another engineer.
Yeah.
Was built by this engineer that was a professionalist, but was designed by our original operator.
Yeah. So actually, we kind of give a project to somebody who made it and physically, build it. And it was like, I would say the year 2000, late 2000, I would say Northern Lights got the chance to have their own yard at Rotterdam. And after that first Rotterdam, where there was, like a resident sound in a little area. They managed to have enough money to build the sound. The year after came the truck. And can you imagine me 18, 19, 20 years old seeing this guy reaching the club with the truck?
Can you imagine my back?
Can you imagine Michelle back
But the
at
story was-
2023? No, well, actually, yeah.
The first time we get in touch was because they rent us the system for an event.
Oh, you
for
remember that?
Yeah, the Moonlight Reggae Night or
The
something like that.
oh yeah, Moonlight Reggae Night was actually the first time me and DJ Deso invited Northern Lights to play, and that's where we kind of get in close. From that moment on, early 2000, yeah. But then, like for 3 years, we kind of part together, and then Skunky D came up with this idea. Why don't we just kind of build a crew of all the reggae aficionados gravitating around Northern Lights? They took 2 guys from Trieste, 2 guys from Pordenone, 2 guys from the south area, 2 guys from Udine. Like, I mean, 2, 3. It's just to say, people who were like just fun. They had the chance, since once you're fun, you get to understand how they do things. You get to understand when they buy music. You start to buy your music. Not like saw you buying vinyls, and they say, "Oh, it's like you don't just collect vinyls. You buy them to play vinyls." So they give us the chance to play, and as other guys get the same chance. So as I was saying, Skunky D came up with this idea. Why don't we build this crew and call it the Far East Connection? From that idea came up a website with a forum on it. And actually, the idea was a very small idea, a local idea, and it became a national website where every sound used to, register themselves. The profile name was their sound name, and we actually realized, oh, you know what? The community is getting national. We are from Udine. I mean, guys, I mentioned city from our area. These cities are not that popular in Italy. We are on the eastern part. I mean, northeast, on the border with Slovenia. This area is kind of a small area. It's countryside, actually. So it's not like building something in Milano, in Roma, in Bologna. Really different. But the feeling to see people endorsing the idea from South Italy, Rome, and those places. We also saw, they got the endorsement from Bass Famous, One Love, iPower. They said, yo, guys, great idea. We're going to build it, and started from there. And from there on, the crew got bigger, and Northern Lights moved from Udine to Padova, Venezia. I mean, all the, this process, yes, created links. That's why it was called the Far East Connection. Yeah, we actually reached places that were kind of really far from our city. And I'm just mentioning this because you have to understand that moving a truck with the sound and stuff and going from a city like Udine to Padova. And actually, I mentioned this because we had like the Far East Connection first birthday bash with Sentinel, and I guess the Friday, yeah. But the Friday before that dance, we were playing in Bologna. So we went from Udine to Bologna with the truck, with the sound. We parked it, we played. Then the next morning, we woke up, we went to Padova, string up, and at the birthday bash, that was the sound system live back then. Yeah.
Wicked. People, you hear that? A long way. Wicked.
We just reached 2006. So yeah, let's move on.
So, how did you came up with the name Northern Lights? And is there maybe like a certain story to the name?
Michelle, I guess, as the first generation.
Yeah, well, honestly, it was like 6 in the morning. We went back from this club called Cherit. And yeah, basically the sun was about to come up, and we said, yes, Northern Lights can be a good name. That's it.
You would never say that was the reason, right? But this is true. And it's really connected to the fact that back then, Northern Lights was the only sound playing in this way, as I said. And being called the Northern Lights which means the lights from the north. It was like, you know, telling the people we are the lighthouse for reggae and dancehall over here. That became later, yeah, man. But actually, yeah. So it was like, you know, I guess Terry B and Skanky D were, you know, in front of the sun, 6 in the morning. They realized, yeah, back then. That's the original story.
Nice, nice. So guys, what were your intentions when you started to build your sound? And was Sound Clash one of the goals Northern Lights had from the start?
No, absolutely no.
Well, I would say no, but Michelle, if it wasn't your intention, okay, let's put it like this: why did you voice Buju Banton in the year 2000? Just because I'm just. It's
honestly, like 25 years ago, it was kind of different from now. So we didn't even have no idea what a dubplate is back then. So we start to collect dubplates in the first years of the sound. I mean, our first dub, it was Maccabee, because we have the live show in our place.
Mm-hmm.
That was our first dub. Then we understand what a dubplate was, and from that point, of course, we started to
build the box. And but actually, the very first dubs, they were, you know, recorded because of the chance, because there was the Buju Banton live show, so it was kind of natural, you know, after the show recording something, and they already had the concept of what a dubplate was, but they, you know, it wasn't made like, okay, let's collect them so one day we can clash another sound. It wasn't. That came later. The first goal for them, it was, you know, since we have the sound, now we have music to represent the sound. Everything started in the most natural way, because you need speakers to play. As you bought the vinyls, now you need speakers to play. And since you're playing this music and you get to understand, you know, listen to cassette, the thing must be done. So it was like a natural process.
They were cut for the live, not for the dancers, not for
having
in mind to clash. That was something special for the people coming to the dance.
We used to play. Sorry, we used to spend our money for the sound system way before than that place, of course.
Yeah. So what year did you voice your first dubplate then, and who was the first artist?
It was 2000. 2000.
I would say 2000.
Yeah,
Maccabee.
2000. Yeah, 1 year after. Yeah, 2000.
And Maccabee, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so guys, that's a great first introduction. So before we jump into more questions, we're going to take a little 25 minutes of juggling. What do you say?
Well, yep. As you prefer,
Make us hear some of the music. Yeah, but for real.
All right, Michelle, do your thing. Okay?
So, right, as Nash said, you take it over now, Northern Lights, and juggle for like 20 minutes, half an hour, however you feel, all right? So people full joint now.
Northern Lights. Hey boy, yeah, me say the man Northern Lights. Yeah, me say up top box up to say. Almighty and conquerable Northern Lights. Yeah, me now star. Downtown posse me say easy now. I me say uptown posse me say easy now. I me say down a country, oh no easy now. Big up the worldwide massive me say easy now. People, are you ready?
Firehead, Michelle, DJ Deza. Northern Light play in the gullies of the city, yeah. He's the sound killer, man. He's the sound killer. Bra! This is the original Don Dada, Jabani Wailer. I'm making a champion sound called Northern Lights, big and large. Big up. You hear? Here come the sound killer, Northern Lights. I said don't go near him. Here come the sound killer, children. Or even lions scare him. Here come the sound killer, children. I said don't go near him. Here come the sound killer, children. Or even lions scare him. Original Don Dada, your bunny wailer, alongside Mouse Griffiths.
Yes, Chubbies. See the way we do it.
There's a sound that I have heard about so far across the sea. There's a sound that I have heard about so far across the sea. And to have you on my dreamland would be like Zion to I. To have you on my dreamland, it would be like Zion to I. Come in, Sister Marsha. To have northern lights in the desert would be like heaven to me.
Oh, now, northern lights again, I say. Free for weekends every day. Exclusive replay. Ah, boy. Northern lights, yes, they beat down in this sound, boy. Oh, yes, we ruin another sound, boy. Northern lights, we not like Indian sound, boy. Hey, exclusive. Oh, what a wicked situation. Sound boy balling for salvation. This might cause a revolution. Northern lights, we not care about no heathen. Hold on now, what's the problem again? Sound boy, we not look no friend yet. Sound boy, stop playing hide and seek. Run, come, face defeat. Sound boy, no bother try tonight. Northern lights with the eye in a different side. And there's no sound like Northern lights, big sound that I know. Can make the dance with the ram up, there's no sound like Northern lights, big sound that I know. Yeah. Oh, na, yeah. That's how we do it in a different style. So many sound boys wanna see we start murdering sound, no way. So, whoa. Ribbidi bang bang, ribbidi bang bang, ribbidi bang. Big sound we playing. Now they're lighting on the dance. Whoa now. Right now we ready, sound boy, hold on steady. Now don't light them a move at lightning speed, yes. Take back seat and wait for we ready. Fire the tire, sound boy, hold on steady. Another light comfy nice up the dance hall. Right now we don't want no commotion. Come in, Mr. Prophet. Whoa, yeah.
I walk in the dance with sound, oh, I see northern lights with Dubplate, they kill a sound, and I say, them cry, yo, oh, Lord, them a feel it, we shout, oh, northern lights who are reveal it, yeah, why, oh, yeah, why, come down now, Brigade,
on a little idiot sound, why? We better go back to school. Come on back up now, don't lights. But all I own no turn fool. Lord, idiot sound, why? We better go back to school. Come on back up now, don't lights. All I own no turn in a fool. What about the Johnny Clark?
Now the lights don't feel no sound, no we don't care.
The right out in a fabric road, the green stone, you know what I mean? So you know what I'm talking about, northern light sound, you know.
Bad boy, fire M16. Holy man, a fire AK-47, but northern lights up. In my kill sound, boy, we walk catch. Bad boy, fire M16. Police man, a fire AK-47, but northern lights. In my kill sound, whoa. I might some dreadlock up. Now we blow rain down. stranger. Another night sound, oh God. Sound boy. Zero beat, a sound boy, ropeed. Zero beat, a sound boy, ropeed. I'm in this another night of M16. I'm under this another night of M16. I'm in another night of M16. Go! Another night of M16. Go! Play man in Mount Sound. And you got to get around. Play by the people of Zula Ring. Along with a bunch of Lone Ranger. With a man called Savage Dreadlocks. Savage Dreadlocks, come in.
Kill them all and come back alone. It's hard to beat down other lights in a this year judgment. When every point a sound get northern lights erased. No jump and sound can test northern lights. Cause you know northern lights are the best in every request, yeah. You talk about sound, they talk about sound. They talk about northern lights, the champion sound. They talk about sound, they talk about sound. They talk about Old people say, don't run off your mouth if you can't stick to your talk. Cause when you do mistake, the whole place they will be laughing at you. Northern lights, the ruling sound. Yes, we are cut and go through. If you cross we border, we put you in order. Send you over dead man zone. Make them go and them not go nowhere. Make them go and right at them and stay. Make them go and them soon overturn. Make them go and them skins to get burned. Northern lights shining so bright. Whoa, whoa. The sound clash is over. We all know what's going on. The lights have no mercy when them send a sound boy home.
Ready, me ready like a Freddy. Alright, second storm. Oh, damn, a dead sound. Damn, a dead sound. Lord of Moses, oh yes. When northern lights come to town, bad boy want to turn them down. God them think them sound are the best, but northern lights them should not test, cause it's a lack of. Northern lights come to turn them off. Boy, yo, yes, it's a lack of. So northern lights come to turn them off. Oh yes, watch this.
You're gonna think just dead. But it's Queen Michelle and DJ Lisa. Are the messenger says Northern Lights. Well, Lord. Say 37 chambers of the Pinky Temple. Last time I sit open all the time for yard. Singing in a man while the whole world a tremble. Sing this at the song to the Northern Lights people. Up in the hills where the rivers run cold. Bullet and Janga swimming down in my pool. Staying away from the land of the fool. The Northern Lights when they are cool. It's a final call. So why get a beaten Lord? Judgment born with Northern Lights playing.
Motherfucking niggas, you know, no one can get to the rescue. It's well out, motherfucking niggas, you know, huh? No mercy. Tell them it's a Northern Lights on. Who send them? See me and them. Then if I war, then let it happen. Michelle, I want to them Fischel. No mercy. Northern Lights in the building. Northern Lights, if you tell you, say, that clash was from 2004. Northern Lights say, you know you can't beat them no more.
Yeah, Johnny Clark alongside Capleton, man. We are a prophet.
Yo, Johnny Clark and the King of Fire. I order them. Tell them so we can't call.
So me say one by one. Till them northern lights I go kill jump on. One by one. Johnny Clark and Capleton, well we not afraid of no man. Yo, Johnny Clark,
Demolish, northern lights I go kill you. Demolish, northern lights I go kill you. No sound shall escape the judgment in this time. These words are sing to all sound. No sound boy shall escape from northern line. I say these words are sing to all sound.
I want to them. Rockstone combination, now we teach how to do it. Johnny Clark and Capleton, and I don't like govern the street. We not afraid of no soldier, we not afraid of police. From them I play cowboy and Indian and chief. From the first to the third, straight up to 7th Street. One thing in our mind, I feel trample the beast. I make it in a life and in a record. Them sound boy are dead off. Self-employed, cannot get laid off. But that's how we kill, can't even get a day off.
Light sound never switch. Skibbly bang now, yeah. Hear me now. This a rebel music. Don't you confuse it with that crap them jump and producing. This a rebel music now. Hey, come on, couple from it to bring the pain. Hey, tell them say, Northern Lights that is our name. The war it will never be the same. In a this a clash we bring the flames. So free them sound boys from the shame.
Babylon going down, Chronix representing. Chronix say left, right, just so just a come, left, right, well away. Ooh yeah, Northern Lights, well and we say here comes trouble, here comes the danger, sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta. Fire head a start to crew, so touch the Selassie I arm it well. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger, sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta.
No mercy.
You're not fit.
Them get gunned down, the police get gunned down. So now go they done on the world, we are tell Northern Lights have a God name, send one oil. This Northern Lights in a minute of hell. Bullet in your head, come out your brain cell well. See me and me gun them and them style will like a purge. Now them dead without them head they are dirt. Northern Lights in a concern. Me tell a boy, if him bad well sell gangster shirt, in a split of a second, you must get hurt, you get gun down, in the middle of, gun down.
Another line, we're gonna see them on the side of the north, and they that paused by were so amazed to see the glory of Israelites. Hey, I'm from a place where we kill drum pan, bust out a rap-a-pam-pam, early in the morning, Northern Lights say, murder them selector, them boys, they are free. I'll be a gal, them bow down and I kill them before they done. Murder jump and get away, step away, out of the land. Hey, we have
Rastafari, let me tell them this the one and them. Listen this, I'll bite some me go so yo. And a mission is say what is my purpose. We see that sound clash and step up, yo again. And a mission is say what is my purpose. We see them sound boy a wet up, yo again. And a mission is say what is my purpose. From you not clean you have to get up, yo again. And a mission is say what is my purpose. Now don't like them can't set up. Who fi get mash up, I go get mash up. Who fi get chop up, I go get chop up. Who fi get tie up, I go get tie up. Who fi get hang up, I go get hang up. Then who fi lift up a bit, just go and live up. Then who fi give up a bit, just go and give up. Then who fi corrupt them, they don't want corrupt. Their corruption, and me go catch them and stir up. Then a bad like not burn like them, just some hurry come up. Well, see, they know what judgment me go find out them go stir up. So that one and him. And the mission is say what is my purpose. They see that sound clash and step up, yo again. And the mission is say what is my purpose. They see the youth
rise the big guns and bust coppers and leg. I tell those to flood in another land. I beg. So me say rise up the fucking case. Cause certain sound can't rip on the bass. Certain sound I get gunshot in at them face. You see this and pass them place so them forget the race. So me say squeeze out the fucking binds. Yeah, These are sneakers, I know him only nines. Boy, with this and pass the place like them no see the sign. Them ya guns what every bus, them are some new design. Not burn lights, me say those are the fucking dudes. Then, them are your friend, I want to them your food. Then, and some of them are rob while, some of them are rape while, some of them are kill while, some of them are shoot. Now burn lights, kill them boy, they call them now, pay no dues.
Kick it to the fullest, most time, they really don't know. Yo, Northern Lights, out them lights. Give it up. Shut your mouth when Northern Light talking.
That's the whole thing. Gonna. And I take that. Strain of dog. Northern Light. Yeah. We press trigger man, no press people board. A chat tough come face man with some. Northern Lights have 20 throwing at the sum. Then I feel you so if you get in next dozen full.
Hey, y'all allow it, world on Hazel rulers. Hey, y'all allow it, furious. Motherfucking niggas, you know these guns curious. Hey, y'all allow. Motherfucking niggas, Northern Light. Do this.
Nothing like killer sound tonight.
See
You fuck the boss, they gun them red tonight. With him, the boss, me who's it red tonight. Northern Light, not lose, not so
Northern Light, I say, who no listen to part, yeah. We no young talker. Here we guns no shatter. Your blood I run like water. Michelle, Dessa, Skunky, Terry, wow, wow. Italia.
Die guy, Northern Light, tell him. Oh, that guy put it by right between the eye. You should never test another night, so don't you try. But I need now, Polly Wall, I give the dog a bone. Your caucus in the years is going to the fin and no man tell him. Suck, 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 suck your mother's son, boy. Boy, hey, suck, 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 suck your mother's son, boy. Bumba boy.
Wow, wow. Run if I pass you on the life way. Suck your mama, cause no sound boy, not the lights of radar. We tell any sound boy, suck out your girl, kapat man.
Hey, give it up. Northern Lights and no beg nobody nothing now. We not beg no friend. And I woulda like we gonna suck your mama then. Hypocrite and fuck.
Northern Light sound, no in the mirror. No. Cause suck your mother with no big pen boy will Northern Light sound, no in the mirror. No. Cause suck your mother with no big pen boy. All of them a dead boy. Northern Light ride the Taurus. Them send for the whole of my dead bug. Anyway, more lip. Boy get to a top but your matter for all I watch it. Northern Light way. Come shoot on and push your own hand. One more. Bumbo, you're Northern Light. I know you no gun people. Lift that and step no man. Make the case sing. Brup. 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 Northern Light. Brup.
Being on the one, Northern Light is this fucker as this. Listen carefully. It's hard to be away from some sound we have to kill. And those jumping light are slowly drifting by. Tell them Northern Light that the jumping will be home. In the grave where we belong. So I'm sending you this Dubplate to your bumbo clot. Feeling the one, feeling the two, I say nothing you could do could make me run away from this clash, yeah. This clash, yeah, Northern Light say no sound in the world, never crossed the Northern Light from border. Northern Light from border.
On to them bumbo clot, push them bullet.
Alright, let me start it now, let me start it. Pussy will come a chat and I come make tough talk. Kill him, I want dead pussy clot. Yeah, them go make Northern gun pop off. Kill him, I want dead pussy clot. Yeah, Matty boy come and make tough talk. Kill him, I want dead pussy clot. Yeah, them go make fire head gun pop off. Kill him, I want dead pussy clot. Kill him. Not they're no big friend. We bury them, dig them up and shoot them again. Kill him. A long time them fi dead. Fire him up, put gunshot to in the head. Kill him. Pussy we not take talking. Matty boy when you see the devil try ask him. Yo, where's the 5-star straight one?
Gun them. Where the gun them? Northern Light says sound now go dead. Tell them not give an argument. Kill we come to kill. We not take statement.
Northern Light sound. Take it. Northern Light sound. What a predicament. Them can't test the champion sound at time. Northern Light sound. Big. Northern Lights play like a champion. Juggle like a champion. What a wicked sound. Northern Lights. Somewhere you come from. Kick down, jump and ram, pam, pam, pam. Northern Lights the rule. Northern Lights. You play like a champion. Juggle like a champion. What a wicked sound. Northern Lights. Where you come from. Kick down, jump and ram, pam, pam, pam.
Which is King Someone?
Hey, give me the weed, good ganja weed. Panda Birdie don't count the weed, bird on the breed. Give me the weed, good sense the weed. Ganja reborn. Not a lie. Ganja dealing of the nation. Ganja was found on the grave of King Solomon. That's our boss, scientist. And Dr. Man.
Yo, what's this? Make a bad man now waste them time on a little idiot. Can't kill the lights when we come pick cash. Bust them show you with the chase star. Not make your head fly, must say face off. Look up his agaba, make it split sweeter. Bush herb, make your feet pan bun like Easter. Bad man a bun drugs, so we no need char. You know their lights on, now tell them. See so now, no doubt, take some take them down. Alright, choose out. I saw you did somewhere for those man about like some alright, now their lights, let's go. Don't be just a cardiac, because one know they again. When other lights sing to them, say cardiac, because if it's up in the wrong friend, me want know from when. Cardiac, that's what the mother shouting out and ball attack about them gun car. Yeah, them never miss not their lights, them who know they that ball. Anyway, hey, person come and tell me how them bad and wicked. Say at them a bust the big 21 pound rapid. You really want me to well if you really right it. You talk like you want me to. The lights don't feel them.
No respect is respect in all aspect. Now you know who the money, we don't stop and check. No respect is respect in every aspect. Fools! Yeah, we must be a big man, we run with old show. No responses of it, of the wicked, no. Wicked like Alaska in that time of snow. When it's standardized, they ain't no fish, no bag of flow. When we got, we don't fit up, we know what can make it right. This half you in a million, got to stitch it up back. Now the lights on system, standing like a rap. This about your mind, I know why I see attack. No respect, disrespect, in an aspect. No, who they body, we them to stop and check. No respect, disrespect, in every aspect. No, who they body, we them to. Now the lights go on them down.
Your name, yo. That one name fire time. Yo, keep the fire burning, yo. So let me get cool. Alright then. Yo, another song. That one, that name. Run come stand up in at the fire. Then we would have see a woofa in a go under the cellar. Run come stand up in at the fire. Then we would have see a woofa the pussy sucker. Run come stand up in at the fire. Then we would have know woofa the overworker. Run come stand up in at the fire. Fire this and that.
Alright, how say them a shatter and now watch them woman. Why you call them sound there? Pussy watchman. How say them a shatter? Trail them woman. Why you call them boy there? Me call them Mr. Watch it boom. That see him boy a carry feelings. He boom me fly past in a the beamer with him gal dance zoom. With a put up back come. Now them like call them Mr. Watch it glitter. That see him boy a carry feelings glitter. Gal them a tell me say them lifestyle bitter. And them a tell me say the pussy is a quitter. Alright, me a go put them out, say them a shatter. Watch them woman, why you call them sound?
That's the whole dance and come and another light competition. Being and two. Hey, Mr. Son jumping on the time we got to make some money. We make some money. Some little thing fun on the time we got to make some money. When them play are nothing like reality. Lord, me need more reality. Tell them not the light, we need more reality. Me tell them more reality. Everybody asking for some more reality because bad sound. Now they like sound. Well, as a son, you have to know certain law. You must do your best till the very last round. Well, as a son, you have to know about the law. You should not quit the thing like the one lady saw.
Look at it, I can't get the peso. Mission. Yo, it's not a night song. How would you feel like? I don't like so what? Do you see what you wanna see when you look at me? Do you say what you wanna say when you watch at me? Feel how you wanna feel when you know my accent. I don't like this and then that, but you no could stop.
Hey boy, the best power to go to learn like you for the chop off from any Hey murder. Chip and chip, enemy of vanquish. And I turn like this, everything accomplished. Be a gunman, they are with the friend fish. The bag of liquor boy, thing you win the table. The whole family man target thingish. Got the place, take a giant and share. Skate past and the gunners and waves. So down here, this fire, spread your wings. Not a fire, Eddie, and the man, Michelle, and the man, there's and I must spread your wings, spread your wings, fire, spread your wings. Nothing is impossible, believe.
Okay, guys, last song.
You can spread
After this one.
Nothing is impossible. Yes, I can do it. You can spread your wings. Blessing off the flow like a river. Blessing off the flow like a river. Blessing off the flow like a river. Blessing off the flow like a river.
And then nights them know so we the leader. Got them ready to press the trigger. Blessing off the flow like a river. Turn them back and we turn them in a believer. Fire head, we a fire like a rocket. Go on, them a go stop it. Y'all give me pussy, something fat inna the traffic. Turning up the profit, that a cash inna me pocket. Food inna the fridge, only for shot inna my matic.
Northern Lights Sound, 100 million kappa. Million kappa. Kill some of them sound, man, yeah. We die anyway above. $100 million. One cut in a sound, why mode? Northern Lights Sound, there's some sound, why? But them even know that. Go them well by man, I go live over. Place a run nice, we are at it over. Tell them don't be fire head tough chat. Better say them see the road afraid to touch that. No man now have to hang out at the talk shop. The different of the bleed, some run at the just back. I'm a tapper, not Northern Lights Sound, not just any weed. Girl I get breed, boy. Kill some boy that we need, buy anything we need. Fly the way we need, boy. Bricks. Anyhow we sound get killed, boy. It's palm buy anything we need, fly the way we need. Northern Lights Sound, what do so close? We have to get it when we have to use it with the first to use it.
Rascalatiano, what a juggling butt!
So big sound a juggle.
Northern Lights, big up your mom, clad self. People, you hear that? A so big sound a juggle. Wicked.
When the engine turn on, you can't switch it off that easily.
You hear what the man say? You can't switch it off that easily. So, Northern Lights, let's take it back. 2004, the first sound clash. Link up in Bologna, Italy. Northern Lights versus Ishans. And unfortunately, I couldn't find like the real flyer for it. I demand them prepared. So please tell us about this clash. Like, how were the rounds? How was it structured? Was it all Dubplate? Like how was it?
I think it was 4-round sound clash with one round. I guess it was, there was like 145 round? No, not even one? Okay, so 4 rounds, then Dubs DUBS, right? 4 rounds plus Dubs DUBS.
Honestly, I don't remember. For sure it was Dubplate only, but I don't remember if it was 3 rounds or maybe 4.
Yeah, but anyway, I guess it was like 15.
Okay, we have the flyer.
Wait, the rules on the flyer. Come on. Okay. Be faster than this, please. Okay, so bio, and no. Well, then no, there are
no rules on the flyer.
No rules on the flyer. Well, no, wait. At the bottom of the flyer, you can read 30 minutes round. 1 30 minutes round, 1 15 minutes round, 10, 1 5, and 7 song, best of 7 Dubs DUBS.
So we couldn't find any audio for this clash neither. Like how did it went down? Like who won this clash? Talk about it.
Well, of course, Northern Lights won it, as everybody knows. Italy. No, I'm joking. You said I was kind of taking advantage of the fact that you said that that's no audio and no proof. Whoever win, but yeah.
Oh, well, we're not even no Booga business on Dubs PON DUBS, so
100% facts, no bullshit.
No bullshit.
No, okay. This was the very first sound clash for Northern Lights, and after like couple years, we realize how good it is to lose your first sound clash, because it kind of put you on a different path as the one you would took if you were the winner. I mean, in terms of going back and thinking what went wrong and trying to improve where you went wrong. and trying to understand how to play better. Why?
Same.
Maybe I don't know, but when you win, you feel like, okay, I'm well accepted by everyone. I mean, what I built as a selection was so well received. Then I'm a winner. So most of back in the days, it could get to your head. So yeah, Northern Lights lost their first sound clash, and from that point on, it was a different feeling, because I perfectly remember. You have to understand, me and DJ Deso joined the sound 2 years after that. But at that clash, we organized that. Yeah, we were there, and we organized a bus. We organized a bus, and
but it was only one bus from our city and two
two
buses
buses from Perugia.
from Perugia.
when we actually realized Aisha's them wicked, like two fucking buses.
It was kind of weird because we and Ashes are very good friends from day one. So yeah, it was kind of weird because we are all friends.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
But that's how it went. And I perfectly remember the Asians went really hard on that night, and Northern Lights made it to keep the pace, I would say, until the last round. And when Dub came in, you can see, like, maybe I don't want to hurt Michelle's feelings, but on that night, I guess Northern Lights lost the Dub. And what did you say? No. If you're bad, say that again. Say that. You said like every time? Did you say like every time? No, but actually, yeah, as I said, very first sound clash for Northern Lights. And I perfectly remember the feeling and the faces after that clash. But like, yeah, delusion. But 2 weeks after, there was already a party in our city, and it was like, back to the program.
See. Yeah, man. So big up Aisha. The next one we have, it's like 3 years later, 2007.
Oh yeah, unfortunately we have no flyers for that. We only have the trophy, unfortunately.
So we have Northern Lights and Kalibandulu versus Pizzari and Boomdraw. And from what I remember, Boomdraw was a wicked sound, like.
Yeah,
actually, back then already crazily loaded with cartels and like crazy sound.
Like unbelievably loaded.
Yeah.
Truly unbelievably. Like we were like kind of shocked, and we were shocked even after the outcome, because well, we're gonna reach it. But anyway, that I guess it's the very first and last tag team clash that ever happened in Italy. No, I guess there was another one, but anyway, that was the very first tag team clash taking place. The first one for sure. And we had like lovely memories about that, because it was open air. It was like 3 or 4 of August, Salento. Can you imagine the vibe? 1,000 people in attendance. Crazy vibes. But for a reason or another, we probably went too far in taking it seriously, so we actually went extra hard on Bizzarri and Boomdraw. And like after the 2 rounds, I guess the Boomdraw didn't manage to to manage the heat, and it actually became a sort of natural lock-off, because they were not able to play the 3rd round because they messed up. I mean, something went wrong between the selector. He was dissing the crowd because he didn't take it that well. Yeah, why? It was like he was screaming on the microphone, "It's all bias. I know I already lost," and we were like shocked because we just played 2 rounds. Go on. What's wrong? But at the end of the night, we didn't manage to reach Dub, and it ended up like Northern Lights Kalibandulu got the trophy, and we juggled and had a very long winning set. And yeah, that's how it went on that night. But it was lovely. People were really happy, no matter the outcome, because it was like 3/4 of clash, and not even the whole length of it, or how it's supposed to be. But yeah, lovely vibe, no matter what. Let's say like that.
Big up Kalibandulu, Pizzari, and Boomdraw for real. Yeah, man, for real.
I just want to say that Kalibandulu on that night shocked me, because they were extra prepared it was the first night, I guess they bossed the combination between Elephant Man and Vibes Cartel on the anger management. We were like, what the hell is going on? Like,
Same, yeah, man.
this is
Yeah, man, some wicked sounds in Italy.
so
I'm telling
big.
you that,
Come
people.
on, guys. Let me play like a couple of dubs after that because we need our part too. Well, anyway, Galibandol juggle, like, wow. We were extra happy that we are on their team.
Yeah.
No, but like, just jokes aside, we prepare a lot for that clash. Like, we spent 5 days in Mad Mike place with Moitz back in the days. Bob Fire was on the microphone. Tony Bandulo managed to have a huge entrance on stage. He was like wrapped up in the crazy suit, the crazy man suit, the one they tied up like with But anyway, a show to see.
Crazy.
Trust me, a show to see.
Crazy. So, Northern Lights and Calibandulu took this one. 1 year later, again in Italy, we have, again, another flyer here. Northern Lights versus Yaga Yaga.
Yep. That clash was organized by One Love Our Power. Let me mention this because it was a huge achievement for Northern Lights. I remember Michelle and the other guys from Northern Lights. They had this poster on the wall inside their studio of their dance at top club with One Love Our Power. And back in the days, for me, it was like, yo, you see, the little sound from Italy got invited by One Love Our Power, and it was kind of a huge impact for me. Like being a fan of Northern Lights and see them being recognized by the icons in the business. Never thought that 5-6 years after they would invite Northern Lights to have a clash in Rome against a sound from Rome. And that's actually what went down at the Hippodromo on that night. It was a sound from Rome competing with a sound from outside Rome. So they, of course, had the home advantage. We kind of, give our 1,000%, but at the end of the night, Yaga Yaga made it to get the trophy. Sticky also because the first song for the Dub Dub, they played the John Holt. We came with a counter action. We were like, okay, guys, we are about to flip the script because they went wrong on the first song. Maybe there's a chance, but at the end of the night, I don't want to take anything away from Yaga Yaga because they played a very good clash. But I just felt on that night that maybe if there was a neutral ground, we could have more chances at the end of the night. But they went like perfect. They played a very good clash and they deserve it.
Same. So Yaga took this one.
Yep.
1 year later, finally a flyer. Northern Lights versus Article. And big up Sergio.
Yeah, man.
Big up Sergio for real.
And well, that's this sound clash is actually our very first international clash. And it was the very first time Northern Lights was facing a sound from outside of Italy. It was in Venice, so kind of close to our place. And it was a very good night. I remember just like now, after that clash, Sergio came to us and said, you had the best juggling skills, I had the best tactics. And that's fucking exactly how it went down. And let me say this is exactly how it's going for Sergio right now. He keeps on winning trophy because he knows how, to I mean, sound clash is a comparison. There's two sound competing to get the crowd response. At the end of the night, you have to choose one. Sergio was really able to see, okay, let them juggle, let them do their thing. They're gonna crash at the end of the night. I mean, it was more like, he was kind of waiting for us. The last song of the fourth round, it was like, okay, so right now I have to open my dub box since it's the Dub Dub. And we kind of, if you ask me, okay, it's like I was the sound competing, so I would say we took hands down all the rounds. I mean, juggling wise, reaction for the crowd wise, come on. I'm not by mine. I'm not by. Come on, we had the best reaction. but at the end of the night, it's like people decide, and right after the Dub Dub, I guess Sergio played the best songs in Dub Dub. But anyway, one thing about Northern Lights, even if we lose, we always manage, to play something new, play something particular. So at the end of the night, we came out loser, but people were more into our sound. The more you hear Northern Lights, the more you get into it, because you realize why they are playing this stuff, why they're saying this right before that song came in. So every chance to clash is a good chance. So
For real.
But anyway, third clash in a row we lost. I know. I guess it's the second one in a row that we lost. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Big up Sergio once again, for real.
Yeah, man.
So 1 year later, and while we were preparing for the show, I was like saying to myself, Rasklatja now, a long time I didn't hear the name. Northern Lights versus Sound by Destiny from Germany. Once again in Italy.
Yeah, what a piece of bad sound, Sound by Destiny. Big up themselves. Very, very good sound with a very good musical taste.
Yeah, man. Big up Sound by Destiny, for real.
Yeah, man, for real. Lovely guys, anyway. And yeah, the clash was in Bologna. Yeah. Red Room. Yeah. And I guess it was like four round sound clash, no 45, best of 10. And yeah. I well, it's kind of strange for me to say it, but as Soundboy Destiny started, they were the first one to start the clash. When we started, they probably realized they should have, played a little bit heavier in the first round, because if you know something about Northern Lights, we never waste time. Like the first round is not like the introduction. It is actually the introduction round, but it's not like you're taking it easy. No, because you have to set the pace and let everybody know this is how we play. At the end of the night, you will get what you paid for, and we now waste no first round. So taking it from there, I guess we managed to beat Sound by Destiny in the Dub Dub, but it was kind of already clear during the rounds. So yeah, that was a winning for Northern Lights. First international clash. That was the first winning for us. Yeah.
My dad has a crazy memory. He always remember everything.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
always shocked, really.
Well, you play, I talk. So when you talk, you remember stuff.
So,
yeah.
So then we have like 1 year later, once again in Italy.
Oh, General Palma, Kaliwid, Rising Up, Kaya, and Magash.
That was a clash series called Time to Shine. Northern Lights versus General Palma, Kaliwid, Rising Hope, Kaya, and Magash. Please tell us about this Time to Shine clash series. Like, what was it all about?
I guess I have to start with a big up, and I have to big up a very good-hearted youth called Smoka. He was the promoter for it. He kind of built something huge, because Time to Shine was a continental competition. You had Time to Shine over Germany. You had Time to Shine over, I guess, France. It was after the one in Italy. It actually happened over US, I guess. And anyway, the grand finale was in Amsterdam. Yeah, let's say like that. It was like the format of the modern the Irish Engine Rumble. It was the same kind of format. So you win the first one, you advance to the next step. If you win that one, you have the big finale. And actually, the big finale was supposed to be in Jamaica, but it never happened. So the semi-final became the final. It went down over Amsterdam. But starting from this one, 2011, Northern Lights, General Palma, Kaliwid, Rising Up, Kaya, and Magash. That clash was an headache, because it was like too many sounds for us. I mean, it's not like the format was wrong. I'm just talking from our side. It was the first time for us preparing for a clash with so many sounds in it. So we started to, reason about how we can, build selection, knowing that this sound have the same stuff we have on this rhythm. The other sound. So it was the very first time for us to, joining this way of reasoning when you competing with a lot of sound. I mean, compared to the 1 versus 1 is really different, really different. And unfortunately for this clash, I guess there's only an audio with 2 rounds in it because the recording got fucked up at the 3rd round. But I can tell you that it was the first time for people to get into some new names like Rising Up. Rising Up did a very good first round, but at the, I guess the 3rd round was a vocal round, and they were still in, and they played DJs. At the end of the night, we said, guys, why you play DJs in a vocal round? Because we played all our singers in the first round. I don't want to make fun of them because we are family, but I'm just it's just to let you know the vibe of that clash. You have the new bloods doing really good, but actually didn't manage to understand how to manage a clash like that. That's why I said it's really hard, and I guess it was the very first time in Italy to see a sound clash with so many sounds in it. And at the end of the 2nd round, 3rd round, it was clear that we, Magash and Kaya, were in the lead. Kaliweed and General Palma got eliminated at the 2nd round. We proceeded, and then Rising Up got out. Before Duffy Dub, it was kind of really sticky between Kaya and Magash. People couldn't decide at the first voting. Then we advanced with Kaya. We had a huge fight because Kaya has a deep foundation box. But I remember we played a custom as the last song was Turn It Off. Do you remember that? Yeah. That kind of, sealed that. I mean, the competition was over from that point on, even if it was kind of sticky till the last song. So we were really proud for that winning, and it actually made us, go outside Italy for the very first time in terms of sound clash, because the next part was in Amsterdam, as I said.
Exactly,
So,
exactly. And that was in the same year, right? It was still in 2011.
Yep. It was supposed to be in August, but it got postponed to September. The venue in Amsterdam was Melkweg, which is a huge historical place in Amsterdam. We were so proud to be, a sound on the bill in such an important venue. Unfortunately, things got, kind of tricky in terms of organization. So we actually drove like 13 hours from Udine till Amsterdam, and then like 2 hours after we were on stage. And so we were not that fresh. So but anyway, the experience was huge. First round, 2nd round, 3rd round, we managed to keep up the fight, but then it came like this. It was maybe something between Foundation and Warrior. Do you remember the feeling that we were like, we couldn't make it to, get into the fight? We were like, okay, guys, I'm here with you. I'm here with you. Talk to me. No, I'm talking to Mattia. No, I'm talking to Zebula. Okay. Teso, play song. Shoot anyone. Shoot. Shoot them.
Yeah, the problem was because they changed the dates a few times. So in the end of the day, the crowd was about less than 50 people.
Crazy because the artist can be on stage, and Kaya Sound bring conscience on stage. Foundation bring
Lady G.
Lady G.
Can you imagine at a certain point I'm talking on the microphone, then okay, your round is done, it's Kaya time, but that guy is not the MC from Kaya, right? Fuck that guy is conscience, and conscience step in and say, you're not the lights, nobody run up on stage. You remember that? Conscience, I'm voicing dubs. You remember that? No, but the thing was crazy, literally. The outcome in terms of attendance wasn't that big, but the night was like a movie. It was a movie. And Foundation won.
Foundation won this one, correct.
Yeah, man.
So 3 years later, once again clashing in Italy, the Royal City Clash in Turin, Northern Lights versus Magic Toots from Switzerland.
Yep. That was kind of our first break from Sound Clash. It took like 3 and a half year for us to get back on track because we had a lot of stuff. But anyway, I perfectly remember that this was my very first time in Jamaica right before this clash, and we went there to voice dubs and stuff. So it's my very first experience of getting prepared for a sound clash, going to the island, and it was a huge feeling. When the clash started, I never felt that prepared before that clash, because I planned every single song with, of course.
Many times with Rory from Stone Love.
Oh yeah. Probably it was a kind of a boost of trusting yourself, because we recorded with Rory from Stone Love a kind of 5 to 6 dubs. So telling him, we have this clash with this sound, and you start to talk about clashes, and Rory giving you advices. So it was kind of something that completely changed our way of seeing how to prepare for a sound clash.
We cut a tune. It was Angola, was saying that we were going to lock off the sound that we were facing. And Rory was saying, "Are you sure, guys? You want to say that?" And we said, "Yeah, don't worry. We will lock them off.
We're gonna lock them off. Oh, okay.
Okay.
And we did it.
And we did it. Yeah. So it was a great feeling. It actually started a sequel. It was our first lock off. And
That's next question.
yeah, the next question. Okay. But we won it. Okay, as I said, lock off.
So, right, moving on, 2016, Royal City Clash 2 in Turin, Italy. Northern Lights versus BID. Walk us through that night.
Well, that night was crazy. We were the defending champion, but you have to understand that Turin is kind of like, I would say, 2 hours drive from Switzerland. 2 hours drive maximum. I would say even less than that. While we had like 6 to 7 hours drive. So even if it was Italy, it was easier for Switzerland people to reach the venue instead of, we couldn't bring any fans, of course. But I would say we went for probably too hard. I have a lot of respect for BID, but they never recovered from that clash. And no, they actually said it. Okay, you kind of parked us. But no, the clash was, the vibe was good. The club was good because it wasn't that big. Dance floor was rammed. Yeah. And vibe was special. I would say something special happened that night. I perfectly remember the feeling when we dropped the Movado Goodbye to My Haters, because it was kind of, out of the blue. Nobody was expecting that song to be dropped in a sound clash. I'm talking days where you still have the, this distinction between juggling material and hardcore material. We were facing a sound that is mainly built on rubber dub and foundation and the raga days, and they would never pick a juggling song to clash anyone. And I remember that was the first time we realized, what, guys, I perfectly remember I thought this: we juggle more than we clash, so we have to bring something inside clash that we experience more than playing sound clashes. And that's where we kind of open up our mind in terms of which song to pick, which artist to go voice. And that can lead to the fact that we play, I guess, I don't want to be bossy and tell we were the first one to play Alkaline in a Duffy dub. Yeah, that would be a crazy man. But the very first sound to play this kind of material, I mean, in Italy, it was us, hands down. And that clash, coming from a lock-off, being the defending champion, you had that little edge to try something different, even if when you are the defending champion, even if you lose, it's kind of a different thing, because you came there as the champion, and even if you lose, you still are the champion for that competition, for the first edition. So it gives you kind of a strength to, what, I already reached a point. It's not like if I'm losing, I'm staying at 0. No, I'm already at a level that I can, I can try something. and that's where we started to realize that, you know what, you have to be different. You have to bring something different. Yeah, man. Another lock off. The second one in a row.
Nice. So same later that year, Worries in the Area, Padova, Italy. Northern Lights versus Rootsman from Canada. Big up Rootsman, because we had him as a guest earlier on this year.
Yeah, man, for real. Big up Randy and Ranger, for real. Big up Rootsman Sound.
Lovely people. Big up Jill. Big up Jill. Lovely guys. Arta love. Okay, so this clash was in Pedro, is the name of the venue. And I just want to bring you back to what I said earlier before we played. That venue is the place where we started build our sound outside our city. Okay. Nonetheless, of course, juggle Pordenone, Gorizia, Trieste, all the big cities in our area. But Padova was the farthest point where nonetheless stringed up until Rome, right? 2000, I would say 9. Okay, so no, we already went, yeah. But anyway, 2006, it was the very first time. So being, a sound from the local area, going back to Pedro, but for Clash, it was different. It was like we were kind of under pressure because it was like being, judged by your own people after that we lost with Article. So it was, it was carrying, that night was heavy to manage in terms of preparation and, handle the heat when you step on stage. Okay, guys, this is Pedro. We family with Bonchilom, so it kind of being our it's like our place. And I mean the pressure was there, and I'm very happy that we managed to lock them off, even if they did great. If you listen back to the audio, you can tell Rootsman is a huge big sound.
Yeah, man, for real.
But probably on that night we had the edge on the fact that I was more into knowing how to get the people involved in what I was saying. I mean, every time we clash, we don't talk anything else but what was happening on stage. This is one of our policy. We don't step on stage saying, oh, this sound 2 years ago, they said this, they played that, they lost this, they never make it to, and stuff. But actually, yeah, what went down on that night was very particular because all the dubs we prepared for that night were like songs that we already knew could have an impact. As I was saying, on that night we bossed it for our, I guess, yeah, it was the first time in a sound clash because we recorded that song like 3 months earlier when Michelle was in Jamaica. I'm talking about the Alkaline Champion Boy. When we dropped it, it was like half of the crowd got it, the other half never got it because it was a juggling song. It was a juggling song. But from that point on, when we kind of played that song, then another song that wasn't like on Answer, Punani, Real Rock. No, it was another juggling rhythm. So we kind of, switched our style to that. And it was the perfect timing because it wasn't what Rootsman was doing. So once again, that's it. That's how we, when you are on stage, you have to see what's going on stage. Instead of, preparing and following a script, of course, you know what to say. Of course, you know what to play, knowing these guys are going to play that, I'm going to play that, but you need to understand when to play it. You can only understand that on stage. And I'm very proud of that clash because even if it was in our area, people couldn't say nothing else but nonetheless deserve it. So we were really proud for that. Really, really proud.
Wicked. So there's 3 lock off in a row now.
Yep.
So later on that same year, 2016 in UK, Dubplate Kings, Northern Lights, Platinum Cartel, Ishans defending Italy.
Yeah. This clash. Michelle, do you remember?
It was pure fun, honestly, but they thief us. No.
Get close.
They thief us the trophy. Straight, they thief us the trophy. Yeah,
So
it was
people, you hear that? Only on Dubs PON DUBS. I say they keep the trophy.
it was a nice clash for real. It was a nice clash. The venue changed on the day before, or maybe the same day of the clash. I don't really remember. Yeah. So it was like 100 people, something like
I
that.
would say a little bit more of that, but yeah, the
Yeah,
attendance,
not so much. Yeah, the attendance was
yeah,
not so
it
much.
wasn't that.
Yeah.
But Michelle is saying this just because she remembered that the first row and the second row was filled of people with the Platinum Carter T-shirt. Yeah, so she kind of remembered that. But Platinum Carter did great. Platinum Carter did great. Ishens too. But at the end of the day, I kind of think that on that night we proved something to Ishens that
That was more between Northern Lights and Ancients, because that was a clash that everyone want to see in Italy.
Yeah. It was our
And
revenge.
yeah, and was something that we never managed to make it happen in Italy. Then we accept this clash in UK, and we didn't know that iShares was involved, and they didn't know that we were involved.
Yeah.
So we discover it at the end, and we say, okay, one day we have to face each other. So let's do it.
Let's do it in England. Why not? And yeah, what else to say about that clash? I guess that Ishens kind of killed themselves with something they played in the 45 round. Even though because it was like giving such an advantage to the other sound playing for their own people, I guess they played the Burning Spear. Do you remember the days of slavery? No. Guys, wrong move. We were like, guys, what the hell, guys? No, just no. You don't touch that material, man. Look at your face. I mean, but anyway, it was, only fun vibes. And yeah, Charlie Snaya, the MC from Platinum Carter, did great. I remember I was impressed. That was the very first time for me discovering Platinum Carter. Who would ever know that, like, 1 year after we would meet again at Work Clash? We would have never thought about that. But yeah, on that night we recognized that Platinum Carter is a wicked sound. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Love Platinum Carter. So moving on to 2017. War in the East 2017. Berlin, Germany. Northern Lights, Rough Pack, King Shine, Mortal Kombat. Yam.
Okay.
What you can remember about this one?
Well,
I still have feelings about this clash.
you still have feelings about this. Well, first and foremost, big up Sultan, big up Spider, big up City Lock. The whole organization was just perfect. I mean, we've been visiting Berlin for like from Warren Ace moved from Enschede over Holland to Berlin in Germany. We've been fun. So we've been traveling for seeing Warren Ace, and to be on that lineup, it was such an achievement for us. And the year before that, we were invited at Juggling East. So it was like our first time, touching the Yam stage. So on the night of Warring Ace, we were kind of already, familiar with the stage. And this is something that probably is something that I always like get a feeling about it, because people maybe don't understand how important it is to know spaces on stage when you're clashing. I will just give you one example. When we clashed on Amazura, the stage was so huge that I regret that I never spent more time during the sound check to, travel the stage and see where to go. To travel the stage is such a huge, so stepping up on Yam stage, I felt like already comfortable. I already played here, so it's something probably that doesn't matter to the other sound, but I kind of get this feeling a lot. I really like to feel home in a place where I already played, and if it's a sound clash, the feeling is good. So because it's just in terms of being calm and not to being worried about What if I go over there? Will I fall on cables? Will I not hear myself because the monitors are on the other side? This is just technical side of this, you know. But yeah, I was kind of nervous on that clash. I won't tell you no lie, because it was huge, and it was probably our very first big clash in Europe, and we prepared a lot. And when I don't remember the exact, you know, who got first, who was second, but I guess we were the sound number 3 to play. But yeah, and probably we were the first one. No, I don't remember. But anyway, great clash, great vibes. King Shine, very first time clashing in Europe. Mortal Kombat doing the debut on the big stage. We were the first one, yeah. Wake up, DJ Dezo. Welcome. And okay, so then who? Yeah, whoa, guys, rough pack. Fuck. Yeah. So the opponent were like tough. Mortal Kombat, we didn't know anything about them, but we were kind of scared because, guys, if Sultan booked them, there must be a reason. So it wasn't like, you know, there's this sound who is weaker than the other sound, so I'm gonna, you know, try to fight this sound before. No, it was like, okay, you know what? No tactics about going for that sound or the other one. Just go, and we have to do our first round like every time. And I perfectly remember I was very happy about the first round because it kind of, you know, but then Rough Pack came in and the feeling changed. No, because we kind of lost track of Rough Pack from 5 to 6 years before that. So it was kind of a surprise. We already knew they had huge songs in their box, but yeah, they stepped.
Yeah, man, big up Rafu for real.
Yeah, they stepped hard on that night, and it was really, 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 really challenging for us. And we managed to reach the Duffy Dub. We lost for one song, I guess, the last one. Yeah, with Spider behind us telling guys, why you guys never picked that song? And he was reading on the laptop. That song should have been the right one.
Big up Spider, yeah, man, for real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Anyway, great experience. Rough Pack made it to win it. We gained some fun from there. And one of the most beautiful things that we experienced before that clash, it was the promoter saying, guys, I couldn't pick anybody else but you, which was kind of like, you know, being recognized as an hard-working sound. That's the main thing when it comes to sound clash. If you show how you're dedicated to this, how you spend your life in terms of times and energies, and even if you lose, you still leave your foot stamp, and that's a great feeling. To be recognized as the one who deserved to be on the stage was a huge feeling for us.
Yeah, man, your hard work was being noticed, because right after that, you get the next big phone call, Irish and Chin Euro Rumble 2017.
Yeah.
Wuppertal, Germany, Northern Lights, Safari, Warrior, Irie Crew, Bio Massa, Splendid. Big up Splendid too, because we had them as our next guest on our show.
Yeah, man.
Look at that. Look at those names. I mean, look at those names. Safari, Warrior, Irie Crew. If I go back with memories, I was so happy to be on the stage, because once again, the progress was on. It was like the second year we managed to have 3 clashes in a year. So we did like 6 clashes in 2 years. And, you know, for back in those days, it wasn't that, you know, regular to be this busy in terms of sound clashes. And anyway, going to Wuppertal for the very first time was a great experience. We felt the heat when we stepped in, and we saw that fuck, it's going to be tough. Never experienced such an arena with this kind of opponent, and it was a fight until the end. It was a fight until the end. I mean, literally, the last song gave us the trophy. And it was a counteraction, yes. It was a counteraction to the Mafia. And I bet Splendid up to now, they regret picking that song. They regret it instantly. Because Shepan picked the song and Pavel got angry at him. Why are you doing it? You know, no, but I'm gonna do a good speech. Family spending such we family, but for real, like family. So yeah, and I probably it's even hard to explain how you feel when you see that the last song they playing is something you can counteract, and it's something that everybody knows you have in your box. So I just remembered saying the people were saying it's like the crowd was shouting, play that. And I don't remember what I said. I just remember I said, somebody shoot him. Because it was great. It was like an eruption. Okay, so great feeling. Big forward, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And as Nash said, big up Splendid. Then I go on with beer things. So yeah, man. Big up Splendid for real. But this one, Northern Lights took, right?
Yep. Won it. Irish and Chin event, kind of a huge deal for us.
Yeah. So then you head down to Canada for the World Clash now. Northern Lights, King.
Yeah, it works.
King. Northern Lights, Fujiyama, Platinum Cartel, King Turbo, King Atani, Poison That, Platinum Kids. Hosted by Rookie Trooper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man, I was actually there for that World Clash in Canada too.
Oh, okay. You remember the vibe then?
Yeah, man. Straight for till dub for dub. But then they kind of kill it with they had a part with the voting and this and that just killed the whole thing.
Yeah, that was great. They kind of told us, guys, that was one of the greatest forward in World Clash history.
Correct.
And I mean, it wasn't the biggest ever, but just to be recognized as one of the biggest memory, talking about 20 years of World Clash, Northern Lights made it, it was wow. And we were very proud. But taking it from the beginning, when we started, realized that we were in a good, position in terms of, okay, this sound went on the first round, but it was like, the other sound did good, but then it was our first. It was our first round. We stepped on it, and we were the third sound to play, and yeah, it was the very first time for us experiencing one simple thing. I was making jokes on the mic, and everybody was getting it. And for me, it was like, oh, wait, this is dangerous. I mean, it could take me far from this. So please, somebody tell me, chill. But it was the very first time for me experiencing that. Even if I take it like, one speech 2 minutes long, if you say something that can connect to the crowd, it doesn't matter how long it takes. It just matters that it's connecting. So we kind of build our reputation with the people from that. I mean, here comes the guys that can, entertain us on the microphone and while they play music. So the feeling was great. It was unbelievable for us. And we know our potential. We know we were doing good, but Canada is such a special place for us. We cannot wait to go back there. Of course, the COVID stuff fucked up a lot of plans, so we still have to go back there. But we cannot wait. And the only thing that that if I have to say something that I regret about that night is the fact that, knowing how we are, the fact that we never take advantage of the possibility of playing 45s is something that Northern Lights, if it was like in a normal situation without all that pressure, without all that heat, we of course we would have played some 45, because every clashes we did, once the promoter asked you, what about a 45 round? We said, of course you have to put in it, because that's where you showcase your skills in terms of building selection with meanings. You take the people from the first song to the last song, regardless of what you have in your dub box. What you have in your dub box is, a specific selection. It's a specific portion of the world music catalog when it comes to reggae music, right? So it's the only thing that I regret, because come on, we could have played couple of Dennis Brown and Garnet Silk in order to give troubles to King Turbo. I don't know why we never thought about it, but that's the only thing we regret, because beside that, isn't it, Michelle?
Yeah, that's true, but this is about experience.
Oh yeah, and the other.
Can we play it now?
No. This is just reminding everybody that we never played a custom, which was like few custom that we never played. But I'm happy, because these two guys that I have on my sides, they would have go for the Colibuds custom instead of play the Blessed song. I said it was me. It was me. No, but anyway, no regrets beside the fact that we could have, give Turbo some trouble just by thinking, what do they have that we do not have? Something that we can play on 45. That's the only regret, if you ask me. DJ Dezo said, no, the biggest is Colibuds. Michelle said,
no, honestly, I have no regret. I mean, about the 45s, it's about experience. So maybe now I can have this kind of regret, but that time I have no regret. We did great, honestly. Yeah.
Anyway, it was win-win. It was a win-win. Even if we lost, it was a win-win. We reached the Duffy Dub, lost 6-3. It was 5-0. We did like 3 points in a row, and I remember the next day getting taxis from friends. You can make it. No, we lost, guys. We lost. Too late. It's morning after.
There's a little
anyway, yeah.
All right, so we move on. 2018 Premier League clash in Queens, New York. Northern Lights versus Yard B versus King Addies.
Oh. New York. Okay. I don't know, because Amazura is a huge place, like very huge place. You must be prepared, but no, I'm just telling everyone about the impact that a place like that can have on you, knowing that you are about to face the icon, the legendary sound, the biggest sound in New York history. And I feel like on that night we didn't have that big chance given by the people. I mean, like, I felt like, judging from what they told us when the clash was done, I felt like it was impossible for us to connect on a certain level with the people, because I perfectly remember people saying, why you didn't play all the Bounty Killer Addies had? All the old Bounty Killer King Addies had. Just to giving a hint, because you have to know that you can do something in the first round to put in a problems position the other opponent. I mean, if you play that and they are like depending on that song, but when people were telling me that, I was like reasoning with myself, do Addies have something they rely on, which if they did not play, they can say, okay, I'm in trouble? I don't think so. So it was our first time realizing, okay, that's a different environment. You have to know what to pick from your catalog, and you have to know that when to play it, and you cannot just build your own, confidence on the juggling. You need to have something special, because if you want to outplay King Addies, it's impossible. If you want to, go on a particular topic and outplay them is kind of really hard. You can do something. Why don't you go on Yardbeat? And that's where the tactic came in. But I didn't realize why Yardbeat didn't took the challenge and realize, hello, it's me and you. It's of course Addis will reach the FIDUB, so we have to fight to see who will go there. But Addis Yardbeat were more like focused on delivering their own performance, and they were like not really reacting to what I was telling them. So that's where I mean, probably third and fourth round, it was already clear the King Addis in the long run was the sound who performed the best. Also because it's not like they reach a point where they don't know what to play. Those days of Addis are gone. Kingpin is a must. He is like handling the world box in such a perfect way. He knows perfectly what to pick. We were like used to a King Addis from our days that was more like new selector after new selector after new selector. Those were the days where Pin were firm on his ground. He was like more into starting to build a connection with his own people. Those were the days where Addis people realize we have a new selector who can be the new Matteron, the new Babyface, the new Danny Dread. So it was I guess it was the no, because Camouflage King Addis was the Premier League very first edition. Addis lost in the Dubplate because of a playback. Camouflage never accept the challenge of being the defending champion, so Addis stepped in again. But no matter that mistake Pin did against Camouflage, those were the days again where Kingpin was getting recognized by their own fans. So they were really looking forward to see him perform good against a sound that just won the Boom Clash. Yardbeat was coming from Jamaica. They were just like crowned like 2 or 3 weeks earlier, and Northern was the sound who did really good at World Clash. So we were more like there to see if the new Addis can compete on this level of new sounds, up and coming sound, like the new sensation from the business. And so they can, yeah, of course. It's not even a question to ask. But yeah, that night was really hard, but again, win-win. We have a policy. We take all the clashes that are something new to us. If they can, show you something you never, like been to New York for 5 days, round trip, everything paid. How can you refuse that? I mean, no, I'm just saying this because a lot of people told us you should have never took that clash because it was actually a career stopper. Because New York deserved to see you not against the biggest sounds they could ever pick to clash you, but I kind of understand that because right after that, the hype after the World Clash kind of went down. And it was more like, okay, you see King Addis from that point on got all the strength in terms of, competing with sounds from Europe, they were more into, their own journey. And that kind of stopped us from being recognized as the spicy sound to put against another sound overseas for us,
Yeah. Big up King Addis, same with King
for real.
And the crew.
Yep.
All right, so then we move on to the last clash. I believe you guys had Euro Rumble 2018.
Yeah.
Germany again. Northern Lights, D-Buzz, Guiding Star, Trigger Finger, and Splendid.
Yeah. Once again, tough. Really tough. I remember this was the very first time for us clashing Trigger Finger, which is a brethren. And I was really happy to see him step up because he's a really good dude. Dimitri is a really good dude. And yeah, we kind of, it was more like something like a deja vu from the last Rumble, because it was we and Splendid, and we managed to reach the very last steps when D-Buzz was already leading, kind of. And yeah, I felt like our third round, we get to the podium. We never reached Dub, but we get to the podium. We were like, I guess, yeah, third round or fourth round. I don't remember exactly, but in the fourth round, I remember the Splendid went kind of slow, and we kind of step up the pace, and I was kind of, shocked that we never got.
Played very good the 45 rounds.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Because they picked the God songs.
Okay, on this competition, you had this. What was the name? Special round or?
I think it was a mystery round or something like that.
Mystery round, yeah, the mystery round. Splendid, yo, Splendid did such a good round, and it kind of give them the strength until the very last step. Even if the round after they were not that solid, judging from the 45 round, people were like, okay, I want to see Splendid in Duffy Dub, no matter the fourth round.
We were kind of unlucky because
we picked the combinations round. We can be really boring, and that's how it went. It was boring. No, because you could check. I mean, 10 minutes of juggling combination. Come on, can be can be long.
Yeah, man. So it was the Duffy Dub was Splendid and D-Boss, right?
Yes. Rapid fire. Yeah.
Yeah, man, and D-Bus took this one. As you said correctly, big up Trigger Finger, big up Splendid, big up the winger D-Bus. For real.
Yeah.
So, out of all the clashes you had, is there one clash that stands out to you? Like your favorite clash of Northern Lights? If so, which clash is it and why?
Well, we miss one, eh?
Which?
Badadan 2019 and the quarantine clash, Michel. It was a online clash. Well, we won.
So what did we miss?
Badadan 2019, Badadan over Switzerland, Northern Lights. I would say Little Sample from England, Both Wings.
Yeah, for real. Yes, I remember this one. Yes.
And who else? Nobody else. Anyway, we were the wild card, because that I don't remember if it was the very first year Badadan was like the Rumble. I mean,
for real. Yep.
Yeah. Then you pick the winner and put all together in the final one, and we were the wild card when Rough Pack called us, like, I mean, I guess it's 2 months before. We had kind of discussion between us. These two guys on my side didn't want to join that clash. I said, no, come on, it's Badadan. We did the Warring Ace. We did the Rumble. We only missed the Badadan. So we took it, and it was kind of a good clash. But something went wrong. I mean, the vibe wasn't that good because, I don't know, I guess I went wrong with the first pitch. Yeah. No. What's wrong? Guys. Nash. Arno. Come on. You see.
I still feel it, Nash. You see it?
Listen. You step on stage. You realize in the crowd, there's a bunch of people cheering for one sound. No matter what they do, they cheer. Arms, whistle, no matter what they do, they cheers for them. I step on stage and I diss that sound.
Textbook.
You're right, Team Fido.
First song. Okay, Michel, play, and everybody boo. No, it's not like everybody, but when 20 people all together, packed, they start to boo, people around them, they were like, I mean, it's not like, okay, let's give the real value to words. It's not like they were the fans in the crowd. It's not like they were intimidating the other people around them, but it kind of gets you in some, like, you know, when you have people beside booing a lot, it kind of, you know, stop you from flowing naturally in giving forwards. And I perfectly remember we dropped the buju steppa, never managed to connect, and I was like, fire it, fuck you, what the fuck you did? You really, this the only sound with a vibe, because beside the fact they had fans, Little Sample had a really strong first round with vibes, good juggling, and a step on stage. I said, Little Sample, you had no vibe. Worst thing to say. Yeah,
And them took it, right? I think Little Sample them win this clash, right?
Yeah, yeah. But that's where the fuckery start, because once again, right before Dub Dub, just like at the Rumble, just like at the Rumble, just before the Dub Dub, people were not sure who to send at the Dub Dub against Little Sample, and we had to play one song, and it was we and Both Wings. Both Wings from Japan picked up a ska tune. We picked up Joseph Hill from Colcha. I still not explain to myself how we managed not to pass, but it probably was because of the vibe. The Japan sound had a huge vibe. People were really into them. They were like watching. Everybody was like watching each other. Like, what the hell they saying? I don't know, but I like them. And you know, the vibe went down for us and up for them. So yeah, and I remember that Little Sample fan didn't want us to reach the Dub, so they voted us out. And that's the second time England do such a thing against us. But it's all good. It's all love. It's just a game.
So this is the one clash we're missing. Which other clash are we missing?
No, Michelle was just talking about the Major Lazer Warshify Quarantine Clash.
Okay. So
the one online, it was Northern Lights and King Fargo, June 2021.
Okay, I see. So
2020.
So beside that, out of all the clashes that you had with Northern Lights, it's like what is like the one outstanding clash you had? Like DJ Deso, Michelle.
To me, is the War Clash.
Which one? When we went to Canada?
Yeah, for sure, definitely, because of the vibe and because of also of the opponents that was giants. So
Scene.
I'm sorry to say it's the same for me. It was the War Clash, definitely. It was a huge thing for us. Plus, it was kind of big feeling to hear the building trembling with forwards. I still can remember those forwards. Yeah, definitely the War Clash.
I'm sorry to say that I have the same opinion, but just because, you know what, we agreed on something. That was our best performance, and it was just because I didn't hit nothing. Like, I never had lunch, I never had dinner. I was so focused. I was like, never experienced being that focused. You know, when you're nervous, you don't manage to eat anything, because you know when you're nervous, you prefer, you know, perform without eating anything. And we were on such a state of focus that when we stepped on stage, we were ready to deliver. We never experienced being more prepared than the night we did the War Clash. But the funny thing is, we were preparing that the day right after the Rumble. It was a continuous work in terms of mixing dubs. We spent in this room, I don't know how many years. It felt like years, but it was days. But yeah, we never mentioned yet that we are the resident sound at Rototom Soundsplash. Down at Rototom, we always do the most dubs. On that year, we record. Well, actually, we just agreed with Idonia of recording few dubs. We, you know, get the agreement on spot at the Rototom backstage, and then the night of the Sound Clash, Work Clash, few hours before, we received the Idonia custom, and we perfectly understand why it was taking that long. Idonia and Platinum Kids were like this, really close. And I really appreciated the fact that Idonia, such a professional, it wasn't like, I'm not giving you the dubs, but if there's anyone who have to suffer to get those dubs, it must be you, because I'm close with them. But we had a Viber Rototom, so I'm gonna give you the dubs, but you're gonna get them 2 hours before the World Clash. Okay, that's good for us. I mean, as long as you deliver. And guys, when we dropped the Yeah custom, wow, what a feeling! I mean,
it was mixed in the hotel room.
Was mixed in the hotel room, and when we realized that he perfectly understood our idea, and it was like mention when the dub starts, first words you're mentioning World Clash, and as the dubs goes on, he start to mention UK sound, US sound, Canada sound. When it reached that part, the forward got doubled, and the place was erupting continuously. What a feeling, guys. How can I not pick that as the best sound clash we ever did?
Yeah, that people. Wicked.
Yeah, man.
Wicked. So, after your experience, what is more difficult to clash? A sound with a strong MC or a sound with a strong dub box?
Well, it's a heavy question because nowadays it's kind of different.
But they are not talking about if you want to win. I mean, in terms of who is going to win.
Of course, I want to win.
It's like what we do feel is the worst opponent, good MC or huge dub box. I would say in Europe, huge dub box.
Same.
Because it's not like, I mean, we feel we have an edge on the microphone, not because I'm good. I'm not that good to feel like that proud of me. It's just that we build selection connected to speeches, and if you don't get everything, you only rely to music. I mean, if you, it's really hard to explain what we think, and not, you know, being seen as somebody who say, oh, you don't like Europe because I don't know why, because you feel like you're bigger than everybody else, you big fuck. But no, it's not like that. It's not like we feel like we're bigger than anybody else, but it's more like when you realize people can laugh at jokes on microphone and keep up without booing because you're not playing music, and they give you the same, I mean, the same level of forwards to a speech that you just heard a song played getting, it's a different level. I mean, even if you don't have big songs, you can still manage to compete with somebody who have big songs, because you know how to deliver on the microphone, you know how to build selection, you know what to say in that moment, you know where to say that joke, you know how to make fun of them. Most of the time in Europe, but you know why it's like this in Europe? Because the competition is really high right now, and it's more like, I don't care the jokes you're saying, I don't care. You hear the standards, you hear what the newcomers have in their box. You need to have that because you are on a bigger level. So don't come at Soundclash without the new Massica and stuff, because the young sounds now
have it.
They are playing stuff that we were like struggling to get 5, 6. The level is high. It's not like we feel like we're bigger than anybody else. It's just like overseas it's different. Even with 45, you can have people enjoying the clash from start to end. And right here in Europe, that's why you cannot have a 45 sound clash, because everybody have dubs, and we all want to hear dubs right here. We all just want to hear dubs. People want to go sound clash and have fun, being entertained. That World Clash, Turbo dropped 45. People went crazy for that. They dropped the Panet Gunman song 45, one of the greatest forward at World Clash 2017. That could have never happened in Europe. It's not because we are like, you know, I'm not giving a forward to 45. It's because we are expecting more.
Seen.
Because
As you say, everybody have dubs. Yeah, man, for real.
Yeah, so in Europe it's more about a heavy dub box. Overseas, if you don't have a big dub box, you can still manage to beat everyone with great microphone skills. Come on, look at Panta. Panta is the perfect example. Each and every year, same selection, and each and every year, crowd got bossed. I mean, geniusly. Panta is Jesus walking on earth. because come on, he didn't have sound compared to Bass Odyssey. He didn't have sound compared to other sounds, but he had the vibe.
Yeah,
And
man.
we kind of forgot how good was to see vibe even at 45 sound clashes. Nothing else to add.
Yeah, man, for real. So, DJ Deso, Michel Ed, what is your favorite dubplate in the Northern Light dubplate box? And is there a story related to this dubplate?
It's hard to say. It's hard to pick only one, honestly.
One we are dealing with Michel.
Pick one. Pick one.
Let me thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm in love with the Bear Salmon and combination with Cathy Ranks. Sure.
Okay.
That was Fayed is saying it wasn't his idea, but actually was mine.
Will never take that away from you. Well,
that was particularly well done for those days. So
the Bear Cathy,
I
nice.
was so happy to have that kind of rhythm to sing on that.
But that was the Cathy Ranks.
Yeah,
and
also
Sizzla.
that. But also this one was well
received.
by-
Yeah, by Cathy. I would go.
It's an hard question.
No, well, okay. Let's pick the toughest one. Cartel on anger management. What's the name of it? Kill them all and done. Kill them all and done. Just because I was really looking forward to get that song, and we're going back at the Article Clash days. When we played that song, we decided to do something really, really, really tricky and really risky, which was, okay, guys, last round, only new tune. Against Article, are you sure? Come on, we ending up with Cartel. What can go wrong? Of course. But yeah, and I'm really, really, really happy about that dub because we kind of sweated a lot. We suffered a lot to get that Cartel. And it's also because we tried and we tried and we tried and we failed a couple of times to voice Cartel, and back in the days I remember as one of the toughest dub to get. That's why I'm picking that song. Okay.
Seen.
Yeah.
Let me share. What you say?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it, and I will pick a rhythm, which is Rumors. Because I will pick a rhythm because I have few songs that I really love. So I'm gonna say Rumors.
No, the
rhythm.
three. Okay, I'm stepping. The 3D hard way on Rumors.
No,
How about
maybe I
that?
will say Idonia.
Idonia on it. Okay.
Yeah,
Gangsta Town on
Yeah.
the Rumors. Yeah.
That song give me some vibes. On
Oh.
that
See,
rhythm.
see.
Yeah.
We call it Rumors, but it's the telephone love
Yes,
rhythm.
telephone
But
love,
it's kind of, when we pick rhythm, we kind of edit them in the
Different names.
no, well, we call them in different name also because it's not more the original. It's not, and the original is gone. Yes, differently edited. Yeah.
So, guys, is there any artist that you had the chance to voice but did not voice and now regret that you don't have him in your dub box? And if you mind telling the viewers who?
Oof. So many to mention. I mean, Sugar Minot. I would say Sugar Booga. Because we had the chance, we skipped the chance. Even if you're talking about art is really hard to get.
Inika Mose.
Ainika Mosi, of course, Ainika Mosi. We are. I mean, I don't know about them, but I'm obsessed with Sly and Robbie rhythms. 90% of Northern Lights rhythm coming from Sly and Robbie bass line or drum line. Yeah. So Aini Kamosi for sure. Sugar Minot. I'm really disappointed. I never managed to voice more Alton Ellis, more Frankie Paul.
Exactly, Frankie Paul.
Frankie Paul. John Holt. We were in Jamaica 2014 outside of Exodus studio. John Holt in front of us. Mr. John Holt, would you join us and go to Big Ship to voice a combination with Freddie McGregor? He said, anytime, guys. Just come and pick me up. I'm always here. The next day, we never made it. We never made it to voice him, like 5 or 6 or 7 months after John Holt passed away. And that was really disappointing from us, because the idea,
Because we still have like
no, the
20
idea,
more songs to have.
yeah, but no, but the idea, the combination idea was great, and yeah, that was a pity. Then I would say, I don't know, a lot of them passed away. As when you realize that time is going this fast, is hard to say there's only one. We voiced a Michael Prophet. I would have voiced 3 more. I don't know. It's too many to mention. When you think about Gregory Isaac, I mean, like, how many times we saw him performing live, and who else? Well, there's too many to mention. But rare artist, I would say Aini Kamosi on top of anyone else.
Yeah, man, big up all the legends. John Holt, Sugar Minot. Yeah, man, for real.
Yeah.
Right, guys. So one final question. As a sound that has been in the business for over 20 years, what advice would you give to young songs getting into the business?
Okay. Well, first of all, dubs are something really hard to handle. But I think it's switching from couple of years. The interest of new sounds is not on dubs anymore. We saw new sounds really not like, focusing only on dubs. It's more like after COVID, you have to start from zero. We saw a lot right in Italy. We saw a couple of situations coming from newcomers that are so, refreshing. And the only advice I would give them is to keep up the same energy. Don't look for, shortcuts in terms, I'm going to voice dubs so everybody will notice me. That's not the right move right now. It's not affordable. It's not affordable at all. So just focus on finding a place, getting a good sound to play for the people in terms of speakers and amplifier. It's mainly that. I mean, music have to play in the proper way in order to get people on the dance floor. You want to use the mic. Last thing, I'll let you say everything, guys. Last thing, microphone. You have to be like another element in the song. Don't try to stop the music because you have to express yourself. These are not more the days. We're coming from a school which was like, Michelle, you back in the year 2000 used to play over trucks during manifestations in public places, in square, public strikes, and reggae music in Italy started like that. It was the rebel people music. That's why it's coming mainly from the social places, which we call centri sociali, which are kind of abandoned places that guys may manage to use it as a place where to organize events in the most big meaning of the term. And I would say that make sure you know what you're doing, because you're playing music. Keep that in mind. You're playing music. Music must be something you can dance to.
Exactly.
I'm done.
No, just build something for the people, something the people can recognize in, and do that for the people, not for you, because that's the basement of your career. If you don't start from that, you don't have a fan base. That's the main thing you need to grow. Then the dubs will come, the sound clashes will come, but that's the main thing to me.
Yeah, Michelle.
Yeah, I was saying that the dancer scene is kind of going down in Europe. So to me nowadays the most important part is to build your own massive, and everything came later, must come later.
Yeah, man, that's some great words. Michelle, Ed, DJ Deso, thank you very much for your time. You've been a great guest, a great reasoning.
Some great stories.
Great interview.
Thanks indeed, Bregins.
Thanks to you, Bregins.
Thanks, and just let me say one last thing, which is big up Dubs PON DUBS.
Yeah,
we need stuff like this. I mean, this is heartwarming because
Exactly.
like 20 episodes for free on YouTube. I mean, we want more. Like, I don't know.
We sell them.
Sunday night, Saturday night is raining. I'm not going outside. What the fuck you want to go? Call your friend over your place and just watch Dubs PON DUBS.
You people, you hear that? That's the thing there. So people, hit that. Episode 20 of Dubs PON DUBS is done. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe to our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram to see our next guest. And yeah, man, Northern Lights once again. Big up on the blood clot set. What a real pleasure.
Mess up yourself, guys.
Awesome.
Great show.